get the role of Pi, you auditioned in a casting, and there were 3,000 other candidates. How does it feel to be the one, and how did the casting look like?
Well, really, honestly, I never thought about being the one or anything like that. I just felt that I got very, very lucky because I could not have been the one. I didn't know how to act. I didn't know any of that. So the initial process was pretty simple. You just had to go and introduce yourself and, read something out of a survival manual. Eventually it got pretty serious, acting-wise. The final audition was probably the hardest scene in the movie also, acting-wise, is the Japanese, when Pi is talking to the two Japanese investigators. So I was doing that, but at that point I was extremely so very nervous. I can't even explain how nervous I was. I forgot my lines. My hands were literally my hands were shaking like this. And, I thought, that there you go. I kind of lost my, opportunity. It's gone now. I was feeling pretty bad. But then he gave me a second chance. He came to me, he talked to me. He genuinely came and directed me, And I felt like, what is this man, He has so much to do, and yet he's giving everybody this help. I can't even call it help. It's the way he talks to you, it's really hard to explain. Second time I did it became very real for me. I tried being in that situation. I just basically listened to what he had to say. And I guess the second time we did it, it just became a little bit more real, the acting part. And, they seemed to find it appropriate. And, a little while later I was in Taiwan.
Do you think that Ang Lee has some special method of working with actors? And how did he work with you?
Unexplainably. There's definitely something special. But I don't know how other directors work because I've never worked with any other. But this can't be normal. He knows what you're feeling. He knows exactly how to make you feel whatever he wants you to feel. But he will never tell you what to do. He creates an atmosphere around you in such a way that you will only react to it the way he wants you to react to it. But he'll never say you do this and that and you have to feel this. He lets you be on your own. But the way he does it, it's almost like he's a puppeteer. Except there are no strings. It's hard to explain, really. 5 minutes with him, you don't need to act.
Did you get to work with a real tiger?
No.
There was no tiger on the set?
Physically, there was no tiger on the boat when I was on the boat, ever. Mentally, though.
The role of Pi is very demanding. Physically, you had to lose your weight, swim a lot. How did you prepare for that?
Well, I lost a lot of weight and I swam a lot. I was on this tuna and lettuce diet. We used to go through very, very extremely intense workout. I really can't even begin to explain how intense that was. I don't know how we did that, but we did it somehow. We survived. Swam a lot, 3-4 hours every day. Learning how to hold your breath. They sometimes used to put weights on you and sink you to the ground, bottom of the pool, and the only way you can come out is if you hold the rope and get to the other side of the 70, however long the pool was, and then you come up. There was a lot of the physical part every single day, but it helps with the acting, because you, in a way, you get exactly you can't get exactly where Pi was, but you get close, your state of mind becomes the same, the way you feel things, the way you are, it all becomes a little bit of the same thing. And then you don't need to act much because you're kind of there.
Do you plan to continue career as a film actor or maybe in the film business?
In the film business, yeah. Acting, I don't know, maybe. I don't know if I can act or not, but I know I want to tell the stories really badly. I know that I love being on set. I know that I love that intensity. I don't get that feeling anywhere else. I don't feel like working anywhere else.
Being a first-time actor, how was it to see you for the first time on the big screen?
Very awkward.
Very awkward.
I mean, initially, I didn't want to. I really don't like that. But watching the movie, because Daoyan's good at what he does, even I kind of forgot that was me, and I started watching it like Pi. So initially it was a little awkward, but eventually you just get so pulled into the story that you just start watching it like that. Because for me too, what I see on screen, what we see on screen is not what I saw. You know, what I saw was blue. So in the end, for me also, it's like watching a movie in some ways. I mean, the first time I watched it, I can't watch it objectively as a movie, but now after watching it as many times as I have, yeah, it's okay.